Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Dame and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something very special for you. We have some exclusive early gameplay for the brand new map coming to Black Ops 4 called the Ancient Evil. I'd like to give a huge thank you to Treyarch, Activision, especially Activision Uk as well, for giving me the honor and the pleasure to fly me out to the Treyarch studios to play the game early, speak to some developers, have a little insight of the studio of exactly what goes down. It was a very humbling experience. They paid for the flights, the hotels, the dinner, the food. It was an amazing time, and it gave me the opportunity to bring you guys some exclusive footage to the channel as well. I'm going to commentate over the gameplay for just a little bit, and I know the main question on some of your minds right now was, were the Easter eggs locked and what was found? Yes, all the Easter eggs were locked. The game was on pretty much a solid lockdown. There was next to nothing in the game that could be found. I will be upfront with you and say that we have found the shield and we managed to build the shield. Don't expect many tutorials on day one as we didn't find all the part locations. There may be a few on the US side as we were split up, so you may see a few shield tutorials on the day of release, but apart from that, that was pretty much it. We found some wonder weapons as well. The wonder weapons are very easy. There are literally no steps to complete it. You pick up a part that's lying around the map and you take it to a ritual, and that's pretty much it. Out of the 4 actual wonder weapons we believe there are, we only managed to use 2 of them. Couldn't even find the locations for the other 2. Pack-a-Punch, none of us could officially figure out how to open up Pack-a-Punch. We even went into games on mutations with power on and Pack-a-Punch open, and we still couldn't even find Pack-a-Punch itself. We only had about 50 minutes to an hour to get any gameplay in the first place, and believe me, next to nothing was found. We're going to be jumping in this map nice and fresh for everybody to come and Easter egg hunt. It's going to be a very exciting release. Now the map itself, Ancient Evil, beckons the intrepid foursome from the Chaos storyline, Bruno, Diego, Scarlet and Shaw, in a brand new adventure into underground Greek, also known as Delphi City, to face off against new varieties of the undead, featuring the signature Call of Duty Zombies combat. Ancient Evil will test player skills as they fight new zombies and enemies against the backdrop of a gargantuan cavern colossal enough to hold a sprawling city. The map is absolutely gorgeous. It is a really good looking map. You're going to spawn into a room called the Temple of Apollo, and it actually leads on for the cutscene. So the cutscene and the first round are actually as one, a bit like World War II The Darkest Shore, where the cutscene would leading to the actual first round. It kind of works like that, and it's very impressive to watch it go down. The map itself so far is a pretty tight map. I would say there's about 1 decent training area that we found so far, but most of us couldn't even find all 4 perks. That's how little time we had to play the game and how much we actually found. I believe some people found all the perks, but I didn't even find all the perks myself. We tried to open as many doors as we could, so we believe there is a lot more to explore in this game that we actually managed to even get our hands on. There's going to be brand new enemies introduced into this game. We have skeletons, and these are a bit of a pain. It seems like when you kill a skeleton, they won't actually die. They'll crumble to the floor in a pile of bones, and they'll just come back alive. The only way that I managed to kill them was with a special weapon, and these guys come every few rounds. So these are a very exciting new enemy. I must note as well, I'm going to put what I'm talking about in the background so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. When I finish the commentary, I'll play a good 10 minutes of non-commentary footage running all the way through. There's a brand new boss, like a mini boss I would say, a Brutus some of you might say. He's got a ton of arms, he's not the hardest person to kill, and this guy will be activated once you pick up a part, and I'm not sure if he's going to be introduced back in the game on certain rounds again. Not many of us went to a high round. He's a very fun boss, and he's a very powerful to say the least. The coolest part in this game for me so far was picking up the Sentinel artifact. As you know, in most of the maps for the Chaos story, you pick up a Sentinel artifact that turns on the power. This one is particularly special. You pick up the Sentinel artifact, you get some skeletons, which again will die, come back alive, die, come back alive. You kill these, and then the whole stadium in front of you will just come alive with zombies, and they will just start crowding down. You're in a lockdown room as well. They'll start crowding down to you and coming after you. And what's even more amazing is a Pegasus, aka a flying horse, will come over, will start destroying skeletons, will start destroying the gems holding the skeletons, and it's this big epic scene, and it's absolutely amazing. And I believe he will become your best friend, and I believe you're going to be using him sometime in the future in the game as well, because this dude, after he's finished, will fly around the map. Picking up that Sentinel artifact to me was amazing. It was such a great scene to watch and take part in as well. We've also had a brand new challenge system implemented into the game, and these give you some awesome rewards. Unfortunately, I didn't get the best rewards in my game. Whilst you're in the Temple of Apollo, there's a bowl there. I believe you get one for each player, or the first bowl is for one player, and then you get the bowl where you get your prize, which is one for each player. You press square and it gives you a challenge and a countdown clock. You usually get a challenge like, don't get hit for 2 minutes. Well, after so many seconds of not getting hit, you will unlock a common item. But if you continue, that countdown timer will not stop. If you continue to not get hit, that will go from a common to a rare to a legendary, all the way up to an epic item. You can then go and collect your reward from the other end of the temple, and some items can be pack-a-punch weapons. You can get, for a legendary, someone sat next to me, Kenshin, got an actual perk. So there's a new way to get a perk, and there's a semi-permanent perk that goes on the left-hand side of the screen. You can get power-ups and special weapon power-ups, and there are so many rewards you can get for these challenges, and they're very, very fun to actually take part in and complete, and I would assume they're going to be part of an Easter egg somewhere down the line. Little bit like the 9, but this one just gives you so many more better prizes, allows you to do it over and over again. And a brand new little power up pops out, which is a points power up. They're tiny little blue ones that give you 100 points each. They always chuck these out as well every time you pick up a reward. Very exciting new feature that they've added into this map. Also, as some of you know, there's been a brand new perk teased, and this will be coming in this DLC. It's called Zom Shell. I have a small description here for you. Unfortunately, I didn't get any gameplay of this perk, nor did I manage to get the modifier description for you either, but it's a little bit, in my eyes, like a vulture raid. But here is the description. Basic zombies have a chance to explode when killed, leaving behind a contamination field that slows down enemies and increases damage dealt to them. Now, I believe the modifier might have said that when you get into these fields of gas that zombies ignore you, but I'm not 100% sure, so you'll have to wait or find another gameplay video to find the full description of that, as I just didn't have time to pull up the full description. We've got brand new elixirs as well, which are very, very exciting. I don't want to spoil all of the elixirs for you, but I will tell you one. It's called Crack the Rock, and it's an instant activation, lasts 5 minutes, and zombies wear a dock float, but it doesn't help anything. Very cool little one. I'm sorry I didn't get any footage of this. Didn't even realise there were new whimsicals until the end of the event. But I've got an image on screen now so you can see what it looks like. There is also a new weapon, I believe. Don't quote me on this. This wasn't in the armory, but after the first few pulls out of the mystery box, I've got a weapon. There's some footage of me now taking down the mini boss with the Vendetta. It's a little bit like the SDM. I would assume this is going to be a tactical rifle, and I thoroughly enjoyed this game a lot. It's got a very high fire rate, got a lot of damage. Again, it reminds me just like the SDM, just a bit of a smaller, compact version. Now, I don't know if this is going to be coming out with DLC2. Hasn't been announced, hasn't been any hints. This is just what I found in the box, and it wasn't even in the armory when I checked after. But be on the lookout for a new weapon as well, and if there's one more coming, I would assume there's going to be possibly another one or two as well. So guys, let me know what you think of the gameplay footage. It would be awesome. Again, I had an amazing time at Treyarch and getting my hands on with this game. We only had a short amount of time to play, but I can tell you I am very, very excited to get my hands on for the actual hunt, which is tomorrow. Time is not confirmed. I would assume it's going to be 10 AM Pacific time standard. So subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be live streaming this game for the next 2 days, hunting that Easter egg. So please come along to the channel, it will be highly appreciated. If this gameplay was not enough for you, there's going to be a whole bunch of channels out there with some early access gameplay on their channels as well. So be sure to go and support some other creators after you've seen this video, just in case you can get some better angles of this map that I didn't manage to get on this particular video. Thank you so much for your time and coming to watch this video on my channel. It's highly appreciated, and a big thank you to every single one of you that supported me through the thick and thin over the years, and this allowed me to have such opportunities like getting invited out to Treyarch and Sledgehammer Infinity Ward. It's been an awesome few years on the channel, and I'm very excited for the future for this game and for future Call of Duty games as well. Homies, enjoy the rest of your footage. I'm going to stop talking now. If you've got any questions about the map, I'll be in the comments down below, okay? I'll be replying. I can't talk about too much, but there are some questions that I can answer. So put them in the comment box down below, and I'll be sure to reply as soon as I can. Homies, enjoy the rest of the video. And to the next one, this is your boy Dame, and I'm out.
General, stand before me. Pay tribute to Apollo. Accept his challenge. Win his favor. Restore his eternal flame. And you shall be rewarded. The sun god smiles upon you.
Double points.
Advantage. The shield seems complete, but I expect there are additional components to be found. Boom! Ashes to ashes. Sauter le cadavre. My heart is beating like drums of war. You are weak. It is I who holds the real power.
Miss points.
This eternal flame shall blaze again. I swear it. That is why I like them.